What's up, motherfuckers?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a community clash between Turk and FDL. Turk, what are you excited for tonight?
I'm about to clap some cheeks. We're ready to clown. We're ready to clown.
That's how it's gonna be, huh? Well, we got some exciting matchups coming to you. First, a match as we climb up the ranks, starting with champions and climbing all the way up to Supersonic Legend. The highlight of the match, the premier match. But first, we got some undercards for you. What do you think about the people who you're bringing in for this championship match?
I mean, let's be honest here. No one's excited for the champion matches, so let's not beat around the bush. They're just here to fill the time. No, all jokes aside. Um, I believe in my team. I believe in my guys. You know, everyone that's going to playing here has been coached or has received tips by me either very recently or a long time ago. I trust them. I believe in their sportsmanship. So let's fucking get it, man. Gang shit.
Well, let's see. Let's get the match going here. Let's see how the teams shape out. Let's see if your team can, in fact, overcome the people who play in Frontiers Double League. Kickoff about to start, and let's see which way it goes. Oh, FDL kicks it over to the side, but very quickly, SRZ is keeping up the pressure, starting an offensive play. A nice little bit of pressure here as it goes into the corner of FDL. FDL struggling to get it on their side of the field. Turk, is this the offensive pressure that you have trained into everyone?
Yeah, I always try to be aggressive as possible. Like, I don't want defensive people in my crowd. I don't want them in my community, and I don't want to see them in my own lobbies either. If you're defensive, you're gonna lose. That's just final.
Well, FDL still on the defensive here. Of course, SRZ did miss not only that shot close on net, but before it, it looked like he went on a missed and open net because he tried for a fancy ceiling shot. Not good to see someone just throw away the first goal, especially when it could come so early and give you the momentum that you need. Now, this ball has not once maintained more than a few seconds on the side of SRZ. FDL now finally getting it into the corner.
You
What do you
jinxed
teach
us.
people to do on defense when the attack is mounting?
Basically, what I always tell my students, basically, when they're in defense, is bait them in, get the 50, lure them into your corner or onto your side, and just push up. As soon as that challenge happens, what they need to do as second man or third man in threes, hit it forward. You got a passing point, you got an instant threat. You can't beat that. It's been done in RLCS, it's been done in CRL, it's been done in other bubble leagues. It just works. It's the meta.
Well, let's see if they can, in fact, counterattack, as now FDL has held possession for a full 30 seconds, trying to keep SRZ from getting that open net that they had early on, and I bet you they wish they'd have just taken the easy shot. Looks like a demo play coming out, chasing him around, but no! They are able to do it, in fact, demoing each other. Little bit of a friendly bump coming out, but here we go back now. Everyone here looks like they're putting their all, they're bumping, they're grinding, they're having a good time out there on that green dance floor. But man, this has been exciting so far, going both ways, scoreless from either side, but both sides have had opportunity. Who do you think is going to take advantage here when it comes to the later portion of the match?
Well, I really think that because we haven't scored yet, I think we're just gonna concede one, and then I'm gonna get sent some angry DMs, and then Ducky and Cortex will be like, okay, we need to step it up. And as I say that, they almost score. So I think there's a little bit of fear involved with my community, because I'm a bit of a screamer. And there you go. As I'm saying it.
Well, there's supposed to be no post on Sundays. We learned that from Harry Potter. But so far, a couple of shots have gone off the post from SRZ. They should have been goals. But finally, SRZ takes the lead. This match now over halfway done. What do you think the FDL guys need to change in order to tie this game up and prevent SRZ from running away with it?
Well, honestly, speaking from a coaching perspective, if I look at FDL, I just noticed they're giving away the ball way too often and really not maintaining their boost. Especially Michael, when I look over at him, his boost meter just plummets but never gets back up.
Exactly. He needs a little bit of Viagra for that boost meter. And of course, we have that saying that possession is 9/10 of the law. And indeed, 9/10 of offense. And it just goes over him in the corner. What a play from SRZ.
Ooh,
Sir,
ooh,
can you
ooh.
break that down right there? What did they do to
They
get that
just
goal in?
got clapped. That's what happened. Nah, reality is there was a little bit of a mishap with SRZ. They kind of double committed, but luckily Cortex responded quickly enough to make up for the mistake made by Ducky. And I think that just threw off FDL, with all honesty.
Absolutely great teamwork, great pressure. Little bit of an overcommit, I think, with two being in the corner, but it was 2 versus 1, and you know it was a done deal. Here comes another bump play. Will we see the explosion? No. Oh, so close as it crosses the
Ooh.
net.
They're
Local
caught
now
off
trying to
guard.
get something started.
They're
Can
caught
he
off
do
guard.
it? Over 1, but not 2. Oh man, and here we come. He's put his teammate in a bad situation, giving everything for that. But Michael able to start a solo playback, and there we have it. It is not a shutout. Oh, that's just beautiful. His teammate left him in a bad position, and any player that can take a bad position and turn it into a goal is my kind of player. What do you think, Turk?
I think they just got caught off guard because we've been playing on their half the entire match, and they're like, "Oh, we have this in the back," and then bang, FDL just turns it around.
Well, you know what? Let's see if they concede one more now, because FDL wants to tie this up. Oh, short pass. Oh no!
And you gotta stop jinxing my team, bro. You gotta stop jinxing my team.
Little bit of a family portrait there, as both players from SRZ was back there guarding the net, and a little bit of a picture-taking moment as the goal just gets pushed, dribbled in. Turks, that's got to make you sad. What do you have to say to your players?
Well, if they lose even one match, they know who's about to get kicked tonight from the community.
Uh-oh. Big ups coming out here. A lot on the line for SRZ people. But don't worry, we will take you here at FDL. Even the worst SRZ players and best are more than welcome.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Play.
Right in the corner.
Oh, let's see if FDL can capitalize. It's up. It's over. Fake the pass. SRZ lunges. And now FDL taking the 1-goal lead with less than 30 seconds left. Is this a situation you've trained the SRZ players to overcome?
No, I don't think so. I don't think they expected such a comeback in the first match alone. Best case scenario, we're gonna take it into overtime. Worst case scenario, we'll just do it at 2-1. Just
okay.
Take away the other 2 games.
A lot of confidence coming out from SRZ, and rightfully so. And here we go, final 10 seconds, ball in possession of FDL. It's either going to be a quick turnaround or that is all she wrote. High in the air, coming down, and there we have it. FDL taking this game, the first game of the series. Turk, what do you have to comment on what you saw out there right now?
Well, honestly, it was nothing but a shit show. Just through a game they were winning 2-0 and then decided to just dick around and get scored on 3 times for no reason whatsoever. Also, the fact that they're playing against someone with like 150 ping is a bit of a shame, isn't it?
A little bit of a ping disadvantage there, but FDL did pull it out there. We are on European servers, so Michael there has his internet traveling across the pond, as they would say. But you know what? More games to come. How many is in this series again? 3,
It's
5?
No, it's all best of 5s, but we won't take it that far. I think game 3 is just as far as we're gonna take it with you guys.
All right, well there you have it. SRD calling for the turnaround. Worst game is the first game. They're not going to let it happen again. Let's see what's going down as we get into the next match. But one thing, if it's the locker room, if you're there, if you have something to say, maybe your players are listening, Turk. What do you have to tell them?
I'm not playing when I say that I will kick you. I will kick you out of the community if you embarrass me.
Well, there you have it. A boot is on the line, out of the Discord, out of Turk's life. There you have it. Don't let him down. And let's go ahead and get everyone joined up and playing in game number 2 of this best of 5 series. Of course, the FDL champs have taken game number 1. It was a close game, back and forth. Let's see if it'll be the same way. Let's see if SRZ can turn it around, or if FDL will continue the momentum, and Turk is shaking his head at what just happened.
This is
7
just the
seconds
worst.
in. Oh man.
The
I
amount of
thought-
times I've covered kickoffs on my stream, and then to be faced with this on a show match is the worst.
Well, I think maybe you should make a training tag for how to hit the ball off of the wall, because that was just a complete and utter failure.
I think
But
I gotta
here we
make
go.
a training pack on how to hit a ball that's not moving, senpai.
Well, whatever you got to do, I hope you can get it to the higher league team, and let's hope they don't make the same mistake. But here we go, just a short league now. Nothing has followed up. SRZ has battled back, keeping the pressure on and trying to bring it back into a tied game. A long shot goes in, it's high, it misses, it's followed up. And there you go. Looks like a little bit of a misrotation there, Turk. Are they losing their composure? Have you given them a little too much incentive and they're breaking under the pressure?
No, I don't think so. I think they just get used to each other a little bit, and also the fact that they're not really focusing on the rotations. They're kind of doing their own thing. They're not really focused, because as you can see right now, like Ducky rotated into the offense, knowing and seeing that the kickoff was half lost. So it's like I don't think they're paying attention that much.
Well, let's hope they pay attention for at least the next 4 minutes. And, maybe they don't get shut out here. Because, 2 goals going in that first minute, that's a little bit of a heartbreak if you're really trying to win this. The last game was so close, and this one hasn't looked close yet. But here we go. SRZ starting it up there. Cortex going for the ceiling shot once again. It goes right by the ball. But you know what? I think he waved at it as he sailed by it, leaving Ducky to try to defend all alone. Barely makes it back. I think he spoiled that shot even though it got around him. And now FDL here is breaking up the plays of SRZ. They're going for fancy things. It's just not happening. And FDL local just trying to do one right back at him, but at least he hits that ball. What do you think, Turk? What's going on?
Well, what I said just came through, didn't it? Is when I turned around and said, hey, if you're aggressive, you're going to win. If you're defensive, you're just going to straight up lose. SRZ is just straight up being defensive. They're not doing anything. And at this point, FDL is just taking the piss. Going for ceiling shots, flip resets, just getting in the head of the SRZ players. And this is exactly what I tell my community to do. So my tactics are being used against me at this point.
Well, I think maybe we have some Turk fans in FDL. They have taken your lessons to heart, and they are using them against you. Someone in the chat did point out exclamation point kickoff. So if you're in the chat, click on that, watch the YouTube video, and see exactly what Turk is talking about. And let's see if SRZ attack here is gonna go in. No! Just off, demo on the rotation. So close, and
Oh,
yet
no.
so far. Here comes the clip!
Oh, they're getting sauced on. They're getting sauced on.
I think some of your players needed a haircut because they just got a free clip.
Oh my god, how many people do I have to kick out of the server tonight?
I think at this point you may need to kick some of the fans for bad luck if they're just watching the screen. I don't think they're saying the right things to them in chat. But there we go. A quick one and done. And SRZ breathes life. It is not a shutout. They are here, and they do know how to hit the ball in the goal. Now, what is... Can they keep doing it, though? That is the question, sir.
It depends on how much they want to stay in the server, honestly. Like, I'm gonna keep hammering on it because this is ridiculous.
Now, if some FDL people manage to beat them, are you going to invite them to your server? The dead science is happening. I don't think Turk is happy with what's going on, but here we go, 4-1, 2 minutes left. Turk is just briefly away from us, not to worry, but Michael puts it in, and the game is running away. Here we go. Just 2 minutes left in this game. The SRZ fans need to score 3. It's a daunting feat as FDL once again breakaway play. The net is open, but no! It goes off the post and into there, and now SRZ gets the response. Dangerous in front of net, blocked by Michael, popped over Michael. The net is open once again, and oh my goodness! Local clambers back in front of the net, showing speed I don't even think he had, and it does not go in. FDL hanging on to this 3-goal lead. But here we go, another play started by FDL local, takes it into the corner, goes to pass it in front of net. SRZ, though, maintains a calm, cool, coordinated defense up until then. Now the net is open, and it is in. 5-1. It seems like an impossible task. What in the world is going on here? We can't be watching this. This is a family-friendly show. We cannot allow this murder on screen. Oh my goodness. What is going on? Not even going for kickoff. Oh, it's a trick play. Is it going to work? Nope. Cortex appears to have stopped moving. Is it salt? Is it a controller issue? We don't know. Either way, Ducky is left to face 2 people all on his own from FDL. And there's the Musty double tap past the defender. Michael gets it in from a ceiling shot, air dribble, Musty double tap right over Ducky. Someone clipped that. I don't think we're going to see that happen even in SSL. I wonder if Turk is back here with us.
I'm back here, and I am absolutely disgusted with what's going on right now.
Does that mean that if this happens, you're going to invite the FBL people to replace the people who you're booting from your server? Are we going to see some switcheroo?
I think we're going to have to see that, yes, because this is absolutely ridiculous. I've never seen my team lose this hard.
At 6-1, they're about to get free tickets to the Tropics, and you know where they're headed if another goal goes in on the side of FDL.
Brazil!
There we have it. Oh, past one.
Oh, come on.
And it did not happen. Maybe next time. Who knows? But FDL, this second game has been so commanding. What a commanding victory we have seen in this.
That was a very decisive victory. Like having a 6-1 match is gonna fuck with your mind, honestly. It's gonna get on your vibe, it's gonna get on your mood, it's gonna get on your play style, it's gonna affect you a lot. So I really hope they keep their sportsmanship. I really hope the vibes going. I really hope they just having fun. Because at the end, there's no prize on it, but there's bragging rights at the end. And my community loves to brag. So let's hope they can turn it around and maybe do like a reverse 6-1, 7-1, 8-1. We'll see.
So what do you have to say to them to motivate them to come out of this? They've had 2 games. The second one was much, much worse than the first one. The first one was close. How do you get them back at least to close?
Honestly, just the way I look at life and what I always tell them on stream is like, stop giving a fuck, have fun, just do your thing. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Obviously, earlier I was joking about the kicking and the banning and whatever. That's just a joke we have in the community. But I just want people to have fun. Whoever loses, whoever wins, I don't mind. But obviously, it's a lot more fun if my side wins at the end of the day.
Obviously, it is a lot more fun. But I am rooting for my side. Now, we are having a quick server switch, so some players are in EU, some players are in North America. So we are doing a quick server switch. Some of these games will switch, some of these games we won't switch. We're just switching servers real quickly, and we'll bring you back some more of this incredible action here in this community clash between SRZ and FDL. We are, of course, having the Supersonic Legends match later on, but for right now, we are still in champions and we're going to climb our way up. A little bit of some undercard matches happening, but here we go. The players are in. The action is about to start, and let's
go, SRZ!
Let's not miss an exciting second of what's about to happen, since last game, FDL showed they only need 7 of them to score goal number 1.
I'm kind of hoping we're taking.
Again, going in the way, and a 3-second goal!
That's a world record.
That's not a curse. That's some skill.
Ouch. Just ouch.
I mean, I know we have the kickoff video in chat, but can we get that posted from people in stream one more time? Put it in the SRZ players DM. That's twice in a row. They've dropped a goal off of a kickoff in the first 10 seconds of a match. Surely that's not what he...
Come on, let's go. Turn it on. Let's go for a game 5. I'm hoping for this.
I think everyone always hopes from a game 5. All casters just want to cast more. But here we go. Only up by 1. SRZ has not allowed the offense to pick back up. And just as I say that, the offense has picked back up. And FDL now 2-0 with an incredible 420 left on the board. Turk, surely you have something to say about that.
I'm completely silent. I got nothing to say to them. I think they're just stressed. I think they're just nervous. They need to vibe. They need to have fun, because FDL clearly is having fun. They're clearly styling. They're clearly going for shots they would just love to take. And Ducky, for example, can't even hit a ball that's stuck to the backboard. Cortex is passing to FDL. It's just, they're stressing. Just have fun, man.
Absolutely. You gotta have fun. You gotta make sure that stress is not getting to you, or you will go down 3-0 in about the first minute of the match, as we just saw right here. Just a nice, simple touch over 1 through the rotation, and FDL now looks like another commanding victory is coming the way. I'm sure that the players in the higher MMR brackets of SRZ are taking note and are ready to come back with a vengeance coming later on in the broadcast. So let's stay tuned for that. We will finish the night off with Supersonic Legend taking the field, representing each of the communities. So please don't go anywhere, even if you are an SRZ fan. We have way more to come.
I like how we're losing against a team that can't hit an open net. That's just classic Rocket League.
Yeah, they hit the flip reset earlier, but the open net, that's just too much. We know what they've been doing in free play.
Yeah, clipping. Like they're clipping on us right now. God damn.
Oh my God. Man. Yeah, this has been so commanding. I mean, but this happened. You know, it is Rocket League. You know, but just like in anything, you know, maybe these guys on a different day, it might be the complete other way. But today, it has gone the way of FDL, and you know, you just gotta keep playing. You gotta keep having fun, and keep trying. And there we go. A little bit of a setup there. Ducky waves to the ball once again as he goes past. It looks like Cortex is trying for a bump. I think he actually threw that shot off, but Michael is able to finish it there. A little bit of a bump from the replay coming out there, spoiling local shot. Way to not give up. Way to not call the play as done until the goal explosion happens. What incredible effort from SRZ.
You can clearly see the difference in caliber though, because you guys are a 2v2 league, and the community that I bring out with me, it's just everyone. We've got 1s players, we've got 2s players, we've got 3s players. And you can really see that the team spirit with FDL is just a lot better, because these people are just used to playing with each other, and it just really shows.
So these players that are representing you in this Ducky and Cortez, are they normal 2s players? How did you pick them?
Well, we just put out an announcement in the community being like, hey guys, listen, we got a show match. Who wants to represent SRZ? Wow, what a shot by local. Who wants to represent SRZ? And a bunch of people just replied, we're like, yeah, I'll do it. I'm down. I'm game. Let's fucking get it. I was like, sure, everybody can have a go. We just figured out what ranks they were, and we just put them in accordingly. Right now, I think Cortex and Ducky both are Champion 1, Champion 2, if I'm not mistaken. That was what I was told to put out. And then for the Grand Champ teams, we got an average of Grand Champ 2. And for the SSL teams, we got a little bit of a surprise, but I'm sure that'll be fun with you guys.
A surprise! Oh no! Well, I'm excited for everything, and maybe next time we can talk about doing something a little bit more in between. You know, if the 2s league comes away with a whole bunch of wins, then you know, maybe we can do something in 3s or 1, maybe a fusion match next time. Not sure if you've ever done the fusion game mode because FDL is just running away with this.
Yeah, this is 7-0. This is guaranteed an FDL victory.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen unless it's one. You know, anything can happen in ones, but in a twos
Yeah.
match, this is it's all she wrote. Ducky, of course, put in chat that he's only a diamond 2. So maybe it's one of those moments where they feel like he felt like he was a champ and wanted to play. And
Yeah, we do a lot of in-houses in the community. We get a lot of different ranks, and like seeing Ducky play in the in-houses against people that are either at his own rank or at a higher rank, you can clearly tell he's not supposed to be in the diamond ranks. Right now, I really think that the team just got put off by the 6-1, 6-2 match in the second match. I think they really destroyed their mood. And here we have the result of it. We got an 8-0. There's 1 minute 20 seconds going on, and it's just devastating for SRZ right now.
well, Ducky, hats off to you for having no fear and coming on out here representing your community. It takes a special person to do that, knowing that you were technically below the MMR that was asked for. So my hat's off to you for playing up and having the pride to come out here, represent Turk. And I know, even though the games didn't go your way, I know Turk is probably just a little proud of you guys for just showing up and putting out your very best effort.
Absolutely not. No, there is no way. I'm a little bit proud of him. No, it has nothing to do with pride, honestly. I just want people to have fun. I want to put a smile on people's faces, and having a nice competition like this between communities works for both of us. Like, people can come to me for coaching, and people can go to you for like a 2v2 league they want to participate in. So we both benefit. Both communities are sharing a smile right now, and I don't mind what the outcome is. Obviously, at the end of the game, it's bragging rights, and it seems that the champs in your league are getting the bragging rights after today.
Absolutely. It definitely does look that way. A little bit of no mercy here as FDL 9-0. I mean, not only are they sweeping the leg, but they're like punching the broken kneecap too, if you get the Karate Kid reference. I don't know, maybe I'm dating myself by saying that.
That's some boomer shit, bro. That's some real boomer shit, bro. Nobody knows Karate Kid anymore.
Oh man. Double digits to 0. This is
disgusting. This should be on Pornhub.com.
exactly. This is not family friendly. Everyone is witnessing a murder. It's a snuff film. It's horrible.
Ugh. You hate to see it. You hate to see the double digits. But I believe in my Grand Champs. I believe in my SSLs. I believe we can do something special. And if not, we can always put on a show. GG FDL.
GG to FDL. Indeed, the champions representing Frontier Doubles League have pulled away with a 3-0 victory. And each game progressively, it became harder and harder. More goals went up on the side of FDL and less goals went up on the side of SRZ. But don't go away. We have higher and higher matches coming to you to culminate in some supersonic legends and a Turk surprise heading your way right as soon as we get these teams in here. But SRZ coming up next, there's got to be a lot of pressure on the grand champs that you've chosen to come into this next match, knowing that now the honor of the SRZ community is riding on them. What do you have to say to them as they prepare to take the field?
Fucking triple digit them. Let's get it. The champ games were just a warm up. I trust my Grand Champs. I got one of the goofballs of the community in the Grand Champ team, so I'm sure he can pull out a couple of fun tricks for the viewers to watch. 100%.
Well, I'm not sure if we're taking a short break or if we're rolling right into it. We are going to take a quick 5-minute break. I just heard from the producers here in my ear. Let me look like a professional. What's that? All right, we're going to take a short break and be right back with you for more exciting community clash here with the SRZ community versus Frontier Doubles League. Welcome back, everyone, as we continue our community clash between SRZ and the Frontier Doubles League. The Frontier Doubles League pulling out an impressive showing in the Champions match, but we're past that. We're moving on, and I believe SRZ is going to put up quite a show. What do you think? Joined here by srz.turk himself.
Well, I think we're going to have a bit of a closer match. I don't think we're going to see a double digit this time. I'm just hoping for a good game. I'm hoping for a couple of clips from both sides, in all honesty. Um, let's fuck them up. Let's clap some cheeks. Let's do it the SRZ way.
Well, there you have it. Cheek clapping incoming, one side or the other. But I believe SRZ is coming out for revenge. The players are taking the field right now, and we're about to go to the kickoff of game number 1 of a best of 5 series. But this time, the flavor is Grand Champion. Of course, stick around after this matchup. We will be bringing in some supersonic legends, the best of the best, the 1% of the 1%. But first, just the 1%. As FDL now has kept up the pressure in the first 10 seconds, kept the ball primarily on the SRZ side. SRZ now looking to take the ball back. And once again, this match is looking early on in favor of SRZ. Oh no!
Whoop, whoop. Let's get it, SRZ.
SRZ taking the early goal with a lot of aggression, just keeping up the pressure, keeping it mid, and past the defender, and in she goes. Turk, that looks like what you were telling me about that you coach these players to do.
See, the secret is you gotta put ones players in a twos match, and then when you end up in a 1v1 situation, you're always gonna win. Because both these players love playing ones, and that's all they do day in, day out. So whenever they're confronted with a 1v1, I'm pretty sure my team's gonna beat them.
Well, if anyone knows me as Senpai, they will know that I have the exact same mentality. I am a one main, even though I'm nowhere near as good as these guys. But I strongly believe in one players playing two matches like it is a 1v1v1. And here we go as SRZ obviously took out the first goal. And now they're just not letting the FDL players have any sort of response. They're challenging from behind, from the side, not letting anything go. Every rotation is a chance for disruption, and FDL has not been able to counterattack yet, even through some really heavy pressure. The ball now in the corner of SRZ. FDL struggling even to get it in front of the goal as the SRZ defense stays and holds and keeps them from mounting any sort of actual attack that might threaten a goal. But here it goes across in front of the net. And Suave Penguin barely puts it in the challenge when a little awkward in the corner. And oh my goodness, a little bit of a nice pinch out there. And Suave Penguin comes in there. Apparently Califen is lagging and is calling for a sub. Does SRZ have a sub on standby, Turk?
I don't think we got an NA player on sub. We got a whole team as a sub, but they're both EU based. I think they should be fine. We might have to switch servers, but we'll see how Califan's ping is going to treat him, because I think he was caught off a little bit off guard on the last goal because he was going for the boost and then noticed way too late what was happening. That might be because of the ping, but I'm not going to come up with excuses, honestly.
Well, there we have it. The play will go on. The game must go on. But it is, of course, tied even with the lag that is coming out from Califen. I did check his ping. It's spiking up to about 150 from my end. So best wishes to him, to the internet IP gods. And let's hope that they give him some favor here so that it does not turn into another double-digit game only in favor of one. But here we go. The one's coming out as Suave gets it over one, and Aslan holding like a stern rock right there, not letting anything past him, just being an absolute wall right there on the goal line. Now this is going back and forth, but who do you think is going to allow things to go their way?
Well, SRZ at this moment has a wall put up like Trump 101 on the Mexican border, so I think we're good. Let's just hope it doesn't crumble like the wall he's actually putting up.
Absolutely. Walls have always worked. Hadrian's Wall kept the Romans from falling to the Britons. The Great Wall of China certainly kept the Huns out from invading and crushing the Ming Dynasty. And of course, the other more recent political wall has done a great job there too. But here we go in here. Oh, here it is. It's the one play open net. Nothing fancy. Don't get antsy. He puts one in there looking calm, cool, collected. Yeah, he says, I do nothing else. I even rock the bronze nameplate. Bronze plays there for the goal. SRZ take the lead. Minute and 30 left here. It's up to FDL to now score one more in there. Can they do it, Turk?
I hope so. Califan is missing the boost and the ball. Aslan is just being very solid on defense. We just gotta hope that we can get a double commit off of him, get another goal, and then just finish the match, honestly. Because if this drags on in a 2v1, I think that FDL might put another one in. And as I say it, Aslan almost fucks up.
Oh, oof. Coast to coast, post to post. There was and again off the post. Oh my goodness. That ball is going everywhere. Someone stop this from happening. That's got to break the heart of every FDL fan out there. What do you do to recover when you see a shot that you know should have gone in and then something like that happens?
Well, you can't do much. Just pick up the pieces and continue. Honestly, there's not much to it. I understand it can be triggering. I understand it can ruin your mood, but if you're competitive, you don't care about that. You don't care about what happens. You just keep going. You give it 110% every single second, and that's it. That's all you can do.
Exactly. If you've ever watched the show Ted Lasso, you know that the goldfish is the happiest of creatures because it only has a 10-second memory, and I think that's what they need to do. Of course, only 10 seconds left. They're going to remember this if the loss goes towards FDL. And SRZ GCs look like they have done it. The ball is up. Can he make it? The one comes out. He knocks it off the top of his bar. Tee it up. It's the goal. Is it going in? It's still up. Oh!
Took the first game. Let's fucking get it, boys. Keep it up.
And SRZ does it. Califan once again calling for a sub. He says it is unplayable, even with the win, and is asking for someone to come on in and take the reins. Turk, do you have someone that can play for him?
Honestly, the only person I can think of would be B-Splash or Austri, but the thing is they're both from EU as well, so I'm going to leave it up to my community staff, Rusty, see if he can find someone. If not, I'm just hoping that Califan just can just bite through the bullet and just get on it.
I'm telling him Rusty's on it, but Turk says play on. Let's see what he does. Hold on. Okay. All right, so we might be taking a short little bit of break. Let's talk for a minute here as we give Rusty a chance to do what Rusty does best. So even with some supposedly unplayable lag, I mean, you got to give so much credit to Aslan here for being the rock when his teammate couldn't find the boost or the ball through all the lag. Although I'm not sure how that works because the boost doesn't move. Turk, you have to have thoughts on this.
No, what I meant when I said that was when you're playing on 150, 160 plus ping, where Califan was spiking 220 at certain times, what may happen is the car can basically drive past the ball, and it might look like a hit, and you might start making mistakes where you might start hesitating. I think that's what happened, but the director cam just switched on me. Again, no excuses. Whatever happens, happens. You know, fucking deal with it. That's always my attitude. That's always what I tell people. Deal with it. Don't bitch about it. That doesn't get you anywhere. Just learn to play with it. But obviously, Cali's not used to playing on NA ping. So we'll see what happens. Honestly, from what I've seen in the match, he's not being himself for very obvious reasons. But I'm still very happy of the performance he's putting out there with such a difference.
Well, there we have it there. Califan, of course, pulling out an impressive showing despite the lag. Turk's proud of you. SRZ community is, of course, proud of you for coming out with the win there. And man, what an exciting way to start it there. Down to the end where FDL caught the ball and tried the dribble play, and then SRZ hit it into the corner, trying for some crazy Justin off the corner and down into the goal play. It almost worked. That was some impressive offense, Turk.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're seeing a sub coming in now. I think B Splash just joined to switch with Califan. Knowing B Splash tends to be a little bit more flashy, tends to be a little bit more off the wall, off the ceiling type of player. So, we'll see if he's going to put on a show or if he's just going for the W.
Well, it takes a big person to be on stream, to be representing your community, and then to say, hey, you know what, coach? I need to sit this one out. I have an injury. I have bad ping. And so hats off to him for doing the right thing for his community. And now let's see, but Splash has some big shoes to fill as the kickoff starts in game number 2. Game 1, this time going the way of SRZ. They now have won games 100% better than in the Champions match. But now the pressure is on Frontier Doubles League to pull it out. But, Turk, what does Frontier Doubles League, what do they need to do to make sure that game 1 doesn't happen to them in game number 2?
Well, one thing that we definitely saw from FDL a couple of times is that they were getting a little bit overconfident. A couple of double commits, and ooh, here we see another double commit. Hellcat literally on our goal line. Do you even play twos, bro? Do you even play twos? You need to step the fuck back. You're way too close.
I think maybe he's just a little excited. Maybe the pressure's getting to him. FDL does a lot of streams of our matches. You can catch us most weekends once the season starts. Saturday, Sunday, sometimes Friday, or other days of the week. Please go to the FDL Twitter to see some of that action. But this isn't a normal stream. It's not a league match. It's not even a playoff or a finals match. These guys are representing their whole community. Every FDL member, every SRZ member, representing their rank and their community versus each other here out on srz.turk stream. And that's got to add a ton of pressure.
Ooh.
And now... this time, the ones place comes out. The demo
SRZ
happens.
style. SRZ style.
Man.
The fake and the demo. Complete asshole on the field. This is how you play like we do.
That's what I'm talking about. Get physical. Show them you're there. that was just a lot of fun to watch. Who doesn't love explosions? Cool people don't look at them. And Aslan makes a goal explosion happen. A pop-up by Hellcat in traffic, intercepted by B-Splash, finished by Aslan. Suave Penguin doing his best, but all he does is end up in a beautiful picture cam moment of someone else's goal. That's got to make you feel bad, Turk. But as an SRZ fan, that's got to make you feel so good.
It does feel very good. Like, it's just like I said earlier. It's about the fun. It's about the sportsmanship. But I also said that I would love to see my team win an Aslan just for no reason, just pulling out the sauce, no goal, no nothing, just dragging for no reason. It's the asshole playstyle. It's just what we do in SRZ. We just get on people's nerves. We just look. Here he goes again on the backboard. One guy's baited out of the net. And Aslan just takes it into his own corner. Killing time, looking for the opportunity. I love it. This is how you play twos.
It is incredible, and I tell people all the time, if you demo someone, you can make that SSL play just like a bronze that's demoed. They're literally just not on the field anymore. It's such a great tactic, but it's also so hard to pull off right. But we haven't seen SRZ.
Oh no!
Oh
no!
I can't even finish my sentence! Aslan tips it up into the corner. Hellcat rolls over, hits the ball wrong, and knocks it in off of that car angle. That's gotta hurt. So close and yet so far. Maybe he's going for Orange Team MVP with that kind of...
Senpai, you tell me, what's worse, getting double-digited or own goaling?
You know, I'm gonna have to say own goaling. At least if it's double-digit, you can be like, yeah, well, they were better than my teammate too. But when it's that own goal and you're there in the goal cam and it's obvious you hit it in, there's no blaming anyone but yourself for being in that position.
Ooh, Suave is fucking caught backwards. The pressure is being put on. Let's see what the team got. Let's see if they can clear it.
Here we go. This game is looking strongly so far to go in the way of SRZ. Might we see SRZ take this one and the bragging rights fly down on the SSL? I mean, what do you think is going to happen?
I wouldn't be surprised if the third... Oh! As I
Oh,
was
wow.
saying, Aslan makes a 3-0. I would not be surprised if FDL takes this next match and then maybe another follow-up that we go into Game 5. Definitely expect FDL to do that. Definitely not an underrated team. Definitely not underperforming. I think they just got caught a little bit off guard with the sub right now.
Well, you're right. They do have to adapt to a completely different play style. But let's see if they can do it. They are seasoned doubles players playing against this massive Aslan, who is just. Sometimes it looks like he's just doing everything himself. He has 659 points. All 3 goals are his. The Splash did assist in 2 of them, but 5 shots. Aslan alone has just as many shots as everyone on the FDL team. He is a one-man army.
Oh no!
Is that a 5-mile-an-hour goal? How fast was that?
Oh my god, just get the double-digit B-splash. Don't do that.
Oh, I think he hit it here. Oh yeah, he tried to save it and couldn't.
To get back on Aslan. Aslan is definitely a dominant player. You can see that in his personality though. He's not a very dominant person. His character does not allow that, but when he gets in Rocket League, he's very dominant. He loves to take the lead. He loves to be the one setting up the play or finishing the play. That's just the way he plays. And as I say that, rips a shot in top corner.
Yeah, I just want to talk about what he did before that. The Frontier Doubles League player was up in the air, and he comes from below and behind, smacks it out of his hand, like Matumbo just shaking his finger, being like, no, 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 not in my house. And here we have it as SRZ takes game number 2, 2-0, match point. Frontier Doubles League has got to do something. Put a tourniquet on it. Stop the bleeding. You're about to die. What does FDL need to do here? Now, after they've seen Besplash play.
Well, it's clear that these 2 guys from SRZ love to take the ball up in the air. And if you pay attention, they don't allow FDL to do anything. So when FDL gets in the air and they decide to take their time even a little bit, you saw it too with Aslan, you saw it too with B-Splash. As soon as they try to commit for that drag in the air, as soon as they try to commit for that flip reset, they just get tackled by the second guy in rotation. They don't even let the shot happen. So the guy in net doesn't even have to do anything. He's just eyeballing his teammate. If his teammate's up in the air, he can just sit there, pick his nose, grab his boost, and watch the other guy from the opponent's team.
Absolutely. Aslan, absolute dominant performance. 6 shots, a save, and all 3 goals. Besplash being there to help out a little bit, but man, FDL, I hope you're able to get some demos out, and you know who you need to demo next game. If you want a chance, you have got to stop him in his tracks. Make it stop. Stop hitting yourself. And, you know, one more game. That's all you have if you cannot do it.
It's all or nothing at this point.
It is all or nothing. We might be going into the SSL match here quickly if they cannot pull out something, and it would be back-to-back 3-0s. First one in the champs in the way of FDL, but now SRZ going for the 3-0 in the Grand Champs. This is game number 3, best of 5 with SRZ a commanding 2-0 lead. FDL, can you pull it out? And the bump comes out, and Aslan interrupts what would have been an open net air dribble, smacks the player out of the way, and gives his teammate time to go back. That's the kind of physical play. Looks like Hellcat chasing him down the field.
Woo! We got a battle going on. We got people going on the ball against each other and people off the ball going against each other. It's bump and demo fest right now. It's Bully Palace.
Someone is angry at someone else, and Aslan takes the shot. The defender was waiting front post, and he says, don't worry, I'm going to bump your teammate, bump the ball, and you're too slow to save this. An ultimate level of disrespect with an incredibly play that forces you to be respected. And here we go, the start. I mean, that goal came out so quickly, so beautifully, essentially through 2 players. More demos coming out from Aslan. How do you stop someone who's proving to be this dominant?
You can't. It's just the meta in Rocket League. If you're aggressive, if you demo, if you bump, and you time it well, you're just unstoppable. That's just the way Rocket League works. The more aggressive you are, the more chances you get. The more aggressive you are, the more passes you get. That's just it. The one that grabs the middle boost controls the play, and if you're rotating fast enough and you pay attention and you're on attack, you're just gonna run them down, run them out of boost, and you're gonna score off of time. It's just how it works, especially in twos.
Absolutely. You know, aggression is so important. You know, it gives you that energy, that momentum, right? When you're aggressive with those plays, they have to stop you or get scored on. You don't have to worry about them. You just take that ball, you try to put it in the hole, and watch and laugh when it eventually goes in. But here we go, FDL trying something. Aslan once more up. Players bumping each other off, creating another one-on-one. And it looks like the SRZ players are just king of the 1v1 situation. Almost every time they are making the stop, making the save, getting the bump, disrupting the play. Finally, FDL makes Aslan disappear, but the splash is there. He is there. He covers his teammate. Oh my goodness. Like, how do you think it must feel to be a player like the Splash, knowing the dominant player is on your team? What do you do to make sure that your dominant player can be successful?
You're just being a defensive player. You're just creating the opportunities. You try to bait as much of the opponent as possible. You're trying to make them use their resources. Like in this situation, this is a free ball for Aslan. Hellcat just gave that away. He didn't get a follow-up touch on it though, and they get punished. So if Aslan was paying attention, he would have noticed that Hellcat gave away that ball. But I think he had a missed touch. I think Aslan wanted to play that into the corner, and one missed touch and FDL instantly punishes it. It's just Grand Champs in general. Mistakes do get punished at this rank.
Absolutely. Mistakes do get punished. Of course, the score being 1-1, that means there has not been a lot of mistakes, contrary to that last champs game, where it was double digits to nil. Plenty of mistakes in that game. Started to look like 50 Shades of mistakes. But here we are, and Aslan once again going around the players, going for the bumps, and look at the Splash. He's just circling around mid, circling around quarter field, making sure nothing is free, nothing is open, that FDL doesn't get any solid time on the ball. And the Splash just pulls out his calculator, tallies up Aslan's golden points. You know, he just does the taxes for him, while Aslan does all the work.
True. I think what Aslan's looking for right now is just the clip. My guy just feels comfortable when he can get something saucy in there. And if you've noticed, Aslan's been trying to get one of those off the last 3 or 4 shots. Here we go again. He messed it up again. I'm sure that... Oh, that is almost a goal for SRZ. But Aslan's playstyle is just very obvious. He's trying to sauce it up. If he gets the sauce, he becomes literally unstoppable. But as he fucks up, they're going to get scored on. And as I say that, it's 2-1 for FDL.
FDL was able to come that back, but incredible plays coming out from SRZ, putting on the pressure. And of course, with a 2-0 gold advantage, SRZ strategically can afford to drop the game by trying to put some insurmountable pressure on the FDL players. And then, of course, they can switch gears, go for the more consistent plays, and have plenty of games to come back. And here we go, another fancy try off the ceiling, popped over one. The second player is there, and SRZ continue to go here. Oh no, past him one more time. Ooh. But Aslan is up from behind. Oopsie Potato grabs the rock and gets it to his corner for safety. FDL players, cars flying everywhere as everyone is scrambling in the last 30 seconds of this match. If SRZ can pull this off, they will sweep, they will win. But first, they need to tie. The pressure is on. The seconds are ticking down. Any last words, Turk, before the fat lady sings?
I don't know who the fat bitch is, but I'm hoping it's going to be SRZ who's singing. The ball's up in the air. Aslan's following up. Gets challenged by Hellcat. 1 second. Can they keep it up? The answer is yes. Towards the half FDL. Hellcat keeps it up. B-Splash right underneath. Ball still up. Aslan can't get a touch on it, and it's 2-1 for FDL. Sorry, for SRZ.
It is 2-1 for SRZ. FDL coming in for the reverse sweep, starting it right now, but they have to win one more to get it to Game 5. SRZ has the luxury of being able to sit back for 1, 2 losses before coming in with the win and still taking the match a comfortable position to be in. And this time, Aslan, he tried for some things that were a little bit more mechanical. They didn't go in. FDL was able to counter, but Splash just always there, confident, cool, not overcommitting, and it shows with the exception of those 2 goals as they were able to commit time and time again and not get punished. Turk, this has got to make you proud.
This does have me proud, but what also makes me proud is the fact that I'm exactly predicting what's going to happen. You asked me in the first game what was going to happen, or sorry, second game, and I told you the third game would be for FDL. Honestly speaking, I don't know what's going to happen afterwards. I'm hoping that Aslan doesn't get bothered too much by the fact that he wasn't able to sauce it up. Um, I hope he's going to drop that. I hope he keeps his mood up. I know he can do it. Beastmaster's there to help him, and I'm just wondering what's going through the mind of Hellcat and Penguin, honestly.
Well, I wonder too. You have to come back from these high pressure situations. You have to be able to handle it. And we're seeing these guys now going into the kickoff, and the pressure is on. They cannot drop a game, and they did drop a goal right
Wow.
off the bat. The ball goes up the wall. Aslan, nice power shot, and FDL a little slow to rotate back. That's gotta hurt. 6-second goal in favor of SRZ, sitting on match point. They can't just say, "Oh well, next game we'll do it better," because there will be no next game if they don't bring out this win.
Here we go. We got Hellcat on attack. Got the flip reset. Got the wave dash. Aslan just patiently waiting. See, the dude can handle his 1v1 situations. He can smell threat in a 1v1 situation. And if he doesn't see it, he's just not going to do anything. He's going to wait it out.
Well, FDL trying some things a little bit more mechanical. A nice spinning pass, one to the other, but nothing comes of it as once again the SRZ players were confidently waiting. You can use all the boost, all the spins, all the mechanics you want. It does you no good unless you can put the ball past it.
Very true. Here we have it, what I was saying earlier. They scored a 1-1 purely off the fact they just ran down the SRZ team, boost starved them, made sure they were using their resources, and then eventually the ball just rolls in like that.
Hellcat has tried that same style of attack several times now, and it finally went in tying this game. And it makes you wonder, we were talking a little bit about percentages, but is it SRZ being so patient, letting him try him, and then waiting patiently? Was that just used against him as now 1 out of 3 times it goes in?
I think it has been a little bit. You saw it on the kickoff as well. They delayed it a little bit. It threw off the SRZ team, but I'm sure they'll catch on to it if there's another kickoff before overtime.
Well, another goal has to go in. Once again, FDL keeping under pressure. Hellcat using every ounce of mechanics that he has. Man's got more mechanics than a Jiffy Lube, right? Take your car there, get it fixed up. This man has it all.
There's a nice boost here from Aslan.
Absolutely. SRZ team really trying to get it out of their side, but FDL, they're just turning and going and turning and going. They are not letting any pressure up. And Hellcat now brings it back. I think they just wanted more. They used a birthday wish on it, right? They called in a psychic and got the free psychic reading. Like, everything is towards winning this match here. As now FDL lead 2-1, 3 minutes left. Turks, what do you got to say to your guys?
Relax, have fun, and just be smart with the things that you do. You guys can read them. You guys know better. Come on. Let's show them what you're made of. Honestly, you got this.
Here we go. Pressure on the goal line. And it looks like it might be a breakaway. The shot is off. What will happen as each team goes here? Oh, SRZ happy just to wait on their own side, right? Let the FDL team deliver them the ball and use up all their boost while doing it. But Hellcat has just been a flying cat.
Oh.
This whole game up in the air like he doesn't care. But SRZ tie it up in the second half of the game. 2-2 now. just patiently waiting, and the counter attack happens. Man, what an impressive showing of Rocket League skill and Rocket League discipline.
It's the same mistake they made in game number 1 where they had that awful double commit, and I think FDL sometimes gets carried away on the attack where they get a little bit too comfortable. Like the way they're vibing with the rotations, they're grabbing the boost off of SRZ obviously works, but I think they're getting a little bit complacent after a while, and oh my god, that is painful for Aslan.
Wow.
As I was saying, yeah, I think they're getting a little bit complacent. I think they're screwing out a little bit too much. Once their attack lasts a little bit longer, and when SRZ gets the chance, it's going to punish him. And that's one guy completely out of the play. Let's see what SRZ is going to do afterwards. The attack is not going to continue.
Yeah, it's really been impressive to watch, and you talked about those double commits. They have been punished, almost every time by SRZ. Their consistency is just off the chart. Rocket League is a lot like marriage. Like, you can only have one commitment at a time, or you're gonna be in trouble.
I love that. I love that one. Yeah, sure.
But here we go. Teams tied. The pressure is on. SRZ, of course, can drop the game, not blink an eye, win the next one, and take the series. But for FDL, it is do or die, as we are here in game number 4 of this best of 5 series, with SRZ on match point 2 wins to FDL's 1 win. And man, these players are leaving it out on the line.
Woo!
No regrets as Hellcat flies in.
That was a very close call. Oh my god, not like that. Wow. That's gotta hurt. That is a very unfortunate goal for FDL. That's just unlucky.
Wow. It looked like a wave dash bump from Aslan after dropping the ball. Just uses himself to bully the Frontier Doubles League defender out of the way. That, my friend, is the one play we were talking about. Aslan's ability to win those one-on-one situations. And there you have it. Now SRZ in a 1-goal lead with only 20 seconds left on the clock. This is not looking good for FDL, but it is an incredibly close match.
I think they're just running down the clock at this point. They don't have to do anything. Just kill time, kill the ball, make sure to get the W and finish the series. Take the W home, and there's a 4-2. That's it. That's it. You pack your bags, FDL. Told you the GC games were ours.
Absolutely. Give me a sandwich wrapped in a tortilla, because that's a wrap. You just can't do anything about it.
Honestly, let's drop the fucking commentating for a second. Where do you pull these things out from, bro? What the fuck?
I don't know. I just think of them on the spot.
My god.
I'm the funny commentator. That's what I do. And SRZ take this Grand Champions one, restoring the honor of SRZ in Game 4. Not a sweep, but only dropping one. FDL played your hearts out there. Congrats to how well you played. Way to almost come back, but close only counts in horseshoes, hand grenades, and atomic bombs. So SRZ get the win. Now moving in, after a brief intermission, we will see the Supersonic Legends from Frontier Doubles League and SRZ take the field. This will be the deciding matchup, ladies and gentlemen. And I assure you, it will be a matchup that you will want to see. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after an incredibly short break. So short, you won't even know that it happened unless you notice that it happened. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you have all been waiting for, the grand finals, the show match itself, the match of the night, and possibly of the next couple nights, depending how much you watch Twitch. The community clash between SRZ and Frontier Doubles League. Supersonic legends are about to take the field. The top 1% of the 1%. Representing FDL, we have CBK and Sky and Turk. I believe you have a couple good players representing your team as well.
Hell motherfucking yeah, we got the homebred boys, Naru and Molten. Initially, I had my eyes on someone else. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it. And who else than to bring out the homebred team, Naru and Molten? They've been in the community for a long time. I've gotten to know these players for a while. I've played rank with them. I know how crazy they can get. Let's just hope that they actually vibe, because when they vibe, they're deadly. They're really fucking deadly.
Absolutely. And I mean, all the pressure is on. The communities are tied 1-1 in terms of taking the series. The champions went to Frontier Double League. The grand champions went to SRZ, but now taking the field are Supersonic Legends. And we're going to see some legendary action as the kickoff gets underway. Man, I am so excited for what's about to happen. I can't even tell you how excited I am. And now SRZ starting it off with some strong pressure, but FDL kicking it back here. Oh man.
That's a quick goal. Oh, I was mistaken.
Oh man, and it's going back the other way. Woo! This action is just non-stop as each of these teams are playing for all the marbles. Their communities are watching intently as they try to represent them the best they can. And the ball has come close so many times in just the first minute of this game. Turk, how do you think the players are looking out there?
Well, right now, I haven't seen much from him. I see Molten in a different car. He used to play in a Dominus. Naru being the asshole. This is the SRZ mentality. I'm sorry, but if you play, you gotta be competitive. You gotta be deadly. You gotta get on the nerves of your opponent, and this is exactly how you do it. Just block the rotation, block the movement, and just sneak a shot in. Beautiful.
And just grinding up on the other player, forcing him out of the box, keeping him away, and then breaking the hold on him, lunging up and tipping it in. That is quite a physical play that we saw right there. What an impressive showing from Naru as he just dominated the FDL player. Now the ball once again dangerous. SRZ is circling. They are circling. And it's finally kicked out of there. But man, what an amazing amount of pressure coming out there. They just look so comfortable on the field down there. What do you think? You think your players have any nerves at all going into this?
Definitely not. They're as cold-blooded as can be. It's ridiculous how cold some people can get in Rocket League. And you really see that in the higher ranks. They just keep their marbles together. They don't panic. They just relax. They vibe. And as you can see, Naru is comfortably catching it in the air, turning it into a dribble. Molten with a double tap and just relentless. Absolutely relentless. And I just got a request from chat, both from the FDL side and the SRZ side. I want everyone to lose their goddamn mind in chat. Let's hear it for both communities. Tonight is the night of everyone.
There you have it from me also. Losing myself as we go into this. The FDL boys bring it back, right, to down 2-0. That's not such a big deal unless you stay down 2-0. But let's see if they can do anything about it. SRZ has looked so dominant, though. That pressure you've been talking about, the physicality you've been talking about, just no holds barred. It's MMA. Come into Rocket League. And I mean, honestly, like Naru had some sort of jiu-jitsu hold as an opponent, just strangling him.
It's like John Jones being at home and beating his wife. That's exactly what's happening right now, except SRZ is being John Jones and FDL is being the unfortunate girlfriend. So let's hope we don't get sued, and let's hope we just keep it nice and friendly.
Well, with the amount of physicality I've seen come out from the SRZ players, I'm sure if it ever came to legal action, there would be some sort of Me Too movement as players from all around the world came out and said, yeah, they bumped and demoed me too. What can I do about it? It was so horrible. And once again,
Woo!
SRZ comes in there. Oh, man. Just absolutely being dominant there. Frontier Doubles League doing their best there. A slight mistouch on the clear when the ball came into the corner. But you know what? That's 3 goals now. 2 minutes left. Is this going to be a shutout game? What do you think?
Well, I think that we need to give FDL a chance. They've probably never queued into these people. I've heard during the intermission that one of the players, if not both of them, from FDL were top peaked at 1950, 1900 MMR. That is not something to scoff at. That is a respectable MMR. That is a respectable rank. You're going to go up against people who are in the top tier. So let's give them a couple more minutes, maybe a couple more games and see what they're made of. But right now, it's very clear that SRZ is dominating the field.
Yeah, it is very clear. SRZ has put on a dominant performance, but you're right. Those MMRs, you know, it is nothing to laugh at. If I had an MMR that high, it'd be on my dating profile. I mean, it'd be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone would know. It'd be like if, you know, if I was like a vegan, you know, like you just got to tell everyone, convince everyone they got to be like that. But there we go. FDL back on the board. Guy there putting the ball in. A pop over one. Molten misses the clear. And it is punished by Sky. There you go. Season 2 Supersonic Legend. 3-time champion winner. It is glowing. He has done it. Nothing to laugh out here as FDL is now battling back in the final minute of the game. Oh!
Whoa!
What a pre-jump read by Molten.
Read like a pamphlet. Damn.
Oh, man.
I'm not sure if that was a bait or if that was an accident, but as I said, I know Molten and it would not surprise me if he set that up. He is actually, like, if he vibes, he actually vibes. I'm not, like, bragging and boasting here.
Yeah, it was an impressive showing, and now with 30 seconds left, it looks almost insurmountable, right? Unless they can score right here and then hope for another. The shot is on. It is deflected by Naru. I'm probably pronouncing his name. Am I pronouncing it wrong?
We just call him Lord of Pigs usually in the community. We just call him Porco Dio, but you can call him whatever you want.
All right, there we go. Porky the Pig there. Coming out here. Now, 1 goal difference, 8 seconds. This is either going to be the most boring 8 seconds of any game tonight or the most exciting. We'll have to wait till after the kickoff to see. But either way, this game brought to within 1. It was not a shutout. It was not even a 2-point difference. As, oh, there we go. Trick play coming out. Pop up the side. Grabbing the full boost. Teammate waiting. Oh, no. The pancake stops it and he pushes it right down. And that is it. What a stop by Molten, preventing the pinch, forcing a pancake. I mean, oh my goodness. I don't think you'd see something like that if you went to IHOP every day. That was just amazing. And SRZ pull it out there with the pancake stop. FDL 2-3. So close and yet so far. You've got to be proud of those SRZ players.
Yeah, definitely. The first goal from, I think it was the first goal from Sky. The angle was just super tight. I love that. Like, my team got scored on, but you got to respect the shot. You got to respect the angle. That was very tight. Nice, clean. I do want to call bullshit on the second one, and the reason why I'm calling bullshit on the second one is because Naru just didn't get the demo, even though I saw the what is it called? The scratches of the car happening like 3 times. But hey, it's Rocket League, and the same thing can happen to us. So if it's part of the game, it's part of the game. Use it to your advantage. So hey, whatever.
No, people have been complaining about the psionic servers, things like that happening. I mean, the sparks fly, nothing happens. I mean, it's like, you know, speed dating. You know what I mean? Like, it just happens. You just got to live with it. It happens all the time, especially in Rocket League. But here we go. Game number 2, FDL and SRZ. SRZ holding the 1-game lead here, but it was a close match. What do you think FDL has to do to turn it around, tie it up?
I think focusing on the 50s would always be a good thing in 2s. Trying not to overcommit. Those are very basic things, and yes, even for this MMR, it holds truth. Sometimes when you're playing at such a high rank, it still comes down to whoever controls the basics the most. And let's see what FDL got. Maybe they got the SRZ team figured out. Maybe SRZ got the FDL team completely figured out, and we're going to see a complete sweep of either end. I'm curious.
Well, I am curious too, and I'm sure people in both communities. Oh, what a bump!
Whoop, whoop, whoop! No!
No! Say it ain't
No!
An incredible bump, unable to be finished by the SRZ teammate. That's gotta hurt so early in the match, but it was an incredible opportunity, and it just shows the level of trust and commitment they have to the way that they run this SRZ offense. It is so dominant and so physical. I mean, you just have to avoid it or you explode.
It's that simple. And I think at this point, the SRZ team is trying to find a groove back again, because that's gotta hurt. Like a very open net like that. I think Naru rushed it a little bit. I think he just wanted to secure the 1-0 lead very early. And that's what happens. You're short from Mountain, and you just don't save those. It's that simple. Open net,
Wow.
stuck in rotation, happens.
Wow, just what an incredible play. Punishing, as we've seen in every rank, but in Supersonic Legends, you don't get second chances.
Well, unless you're playing against SRZ and Naru misses an open net, then you do get a second chance.
Exactly. Well, here we go. The game still within one. Plenty of time left on the clock. And FDL now down again, but they pulled it out before.
Ooh.
Oh, no. Oh, yes. Oh, no. Is it happening? Can they
I have no idea. I have no idea.
FDL stuck on the goal line, looking up and just almost begging for mercy, as SRZ once again battling it out with extreme pressure. Oh my gosh.
I think he had like 37 touches there.
Where it stops, nobody knows, but FDL counterattack is coming in. SRZ comes up and meets the challenge almost at the ceiling. Oh man, they set the bar high, they send the shot high, but SRZ is there to match it every time and stop it, send it the other way. This has got to be so frustrating for FDL.
It's gotta be. You gotta, like, when you look at the SRZ playstyle, like, you start to notice it in Grand Champ matches with Aslan. You start to see it right now. Oh my god. You start to see it here as well. It's a smothering playstyle. Once we got you against the backboard, once we got you in your own box, we're not gonna let you get out of there that quickly. We're just gonna put our fat fucking ass on your butt, on your face, and we're gonna make sure that you're not gonna get a clear or a playoff.
It's not just a smother. Oh my goodness, and Sky puts it in right as about to say something, but there we have it. It is tied up for FDL. They managed to capitalize on it. Just a little slow on the rotation back, and FDL is back into here. It's essentially a fresh game, 2 minutes to go. The next goal will win it for game number 2 in this best of 5 series. But don't forget, SRZ has the 1 game advantage already. It's game number 1 went to their favor in a 3-2 goal match. But here we are back again, another close game, 1-1, less than 2 minutes left. SRZ once again fighting on the goal line. How do you deal with that kind of pressure, Kurt?
It's just, you gotta pay attention to how they come up at you. If they're keeping it in the air, you know that your opponents are using boost. So whenever you get a chance, push mid, grab the pads in front of your net, make sure they don't have any. If worst comes to worst, just boost up your teammate as well. Just make sure that they don't have it. But I just gotta quickly draw attention upon the chat where one person turned around and said it wouldn't be SRZ if there weren't open net misses and own goals. And you know, that is true. We gotta have our own goals. We gotta have our open net misses. And Molten just sauces it up. Flip resets on the entire team of FDL team. They both went up for that and both got styled up.
Wow, I think I saw more sauce there than I've ever seen at a Buffalo Wild Wings. It was just so impressive, so saucy, left the FDL players just dripping in barbecue. But I wonder if he's going to do it again, and no, BBK turns it away there, but that was just so impressive. And the confidence to do it, with little time left on the clock, knowing what's on the line there. I mean, how do you stay calm with that kind of pressure?
I mean, it just comes down to experience. Calmness is a state of mind. It's not something that you can teach someone. Um, the more you play, the more you enter tournaments, the more you do league matches. Is that a wave dash on the fucking ceiling with a flip reset? I'm sorry, I just got caught off guard. Wow, that was crazy.
Demos coming out from all the teams now as srz has the lead. 20 seconds left. Once again, FDL back against the rope as they need to score in 10 seconds. And srz looks like they've taken control once again. And game number 2, a 1-goal game. They're trying to keep it up, but there it is. srz challenge dips it down. Game number 2 going in favor of srz, but both games were 1-point matches, and each game 1 point left. Are we going to see an 0-1 next? What are we going to see coming out for the future from your srz players?
This time I'm gonna say the opposite. I think we're gonna sweep them this time. The other time I predicted it correct. Let's hope that I predicted correct this time as well. I'm cheering for my team, obviously. Big shout out to FDL. Let's see what's gonna happen. But I predict a 3-0 right here. Yeah.
Well, I do believe we are switching servers to provide for some fairness. So let us go ahead and switch that up there. But we saw a lot of very impressive things coming out from both teams, but it looked like from the srz team, everything was just a lot more confident, a lot more physical. And in the end, it just ground down FDL and allowed an extra goal, just a single extra goal each match. But that's all you need each game.
Yeah. So the confidence honestly comes from the fact that Molten and Naru have known each other for a very long time now. They're actually like, I don't want to say homebred, like I taught them everything. They entered the community, they entered the coaching sessions with already a lot of skill under their belt. It just comes to the fact that they play a lot together. They Q3s together. They sometimes, as far as I know, Q2s together as well. When we do in-houses, they're always there. They're always having fun. They know each other's play style. They know what the fuck they're coming from. And it's just, they know what to expect from the teammate. They know what they can and can't do. And I think they're playing pretty well together. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it shows in the scores at the end, but I mean, are either one of these players, are they also primary ones players? I know we saw one of the srz players last matchup was a ones player, or what is their primary game mode?
They are actually threes players. I've kept one of the better ones players. I've kept him out of the match because I kind of want him to come in when the time is right. I really want him to blast it all off, enter the scene with a big fucking bang. So I kind of tried to keep him away from it, our hidden weapon. But these guys are predominantly threes players, and they're actually aiming. At least Molten is aiming to enter a higher rank of games.
Well, it certainly shows that we saw some great mechanics come out for him. And now FDL back on the rope, need the reverse sweeps to pull out the series. In game number 3, srz sitting match point in the best of 5. 2 wins to no wins. That's got to be all the pressure on the FDL players. If you were in the locker room in the short intermission, what would you say to the FDL players if you were their coach to help them get through this situation?
Honestly, just grab them by the collar and be like, get your shit together because you can play better. With all due respect, obviously, I'm not here to talk shit, even if it may seem like it. But if I look at Sky, if I look at CBK, it's not the 1900 MMR performance I would expect. I think there's something going on. Either they don't play enough together, either they can't find their groove, maybe they're having a bad day. But I would honestly expect a little bit more from a 1900 MMR team. But let's throw a little bit of big ups to my team. It might be because that srz is actually not allowing them to play comfortable, to be themselves. Like we can see right now, Sky bumping around Naru, trying to get that same treatment back into the mix, where like, oh, you're bumping me, well, I'm bumping you too. But it's got to come from within. It's got to come from the playstyle. It's got to come from the mindset. And as I've stated earlier many times, that's just This is the way I coach my people. It's like, be an asshole, be competitive, get in their head, and just do whatever is necessary to win.
Well, I do feel it is important to point out that both of the FDL players are NA players, and we're playing with the EU disadvantages. CBK puts one in. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left to take the lead for FDL. And you can actually see in the ping where this time it's almost 100 ping difference between Sky and Molten. I mean, that's a little bit of an advantage from what the Sonic servers are telling me. So maybe it was a server, and if I will point out, because they are from different places, if FDL wins the next 2 games, there will be a fair coin flip to determine the server. And if the coin lands straight on its side, we will play in Australia. That has also been confirmed.
Well, that's kind of surprising to hear, and I had to double check myself because I was informed that the SSL team from FDL was guaranteed to be an EU team. So I think at the last minute they made a change on the team. Whether they were scared and shit in their pants or not, I don't know what the reason was, but I was told that there was going to be both EU teams there.
Yes, it is a little surprising, but here we are nonetheless, and the game is a lot different as now FDL resume the lead. During our talk, srz scored 1 goal, tied it up, and FDL brought it back. This looks like a completely different team. We might need to look for some plane tickets and bring these guys into the same room, as opposed to being back and forth now. I mean, at that level of play, that ping can make, a little bit of a difference, I would say so. Wouldn't you agree?
Definitely. However, I would not go to Australia even if you paid me, because fucking everything there wants to kill you, and it's not a good idea to be there right now.
I mean, that's true. Maybe we could just bring everyone to the Netherlands, where you're from. You could host it in your house, show them the setup, the Turk experience, as it were.
Yeah, get everybody high on some edibles. Let's have some fucking fun, and at the end of the game, we can always hit the red light district, of course, if you're 18 plus.
And if you're the srz players who win, of course, right?
Yeah, of course. They get it. I'll treat them on the red light district if they win.
Well, there we have it now. Though FDL has kept the 1 goal lead now, and this is the longest that FDL has been up this entire matchup. The ping has certainly reared its ugly head and shown, although that had nothing to do with ping, CBK just flying out from the net. I mean, he looked kind of ridiculous there. I think the circus called, and after their trapeze artifact, he just flipped out from under there, flew in one direction. It was quite an impressive sight to see. But now srz coming back on the offense, but this time on this server, Naru isn't beating everyone. Porky, god of pork, the Dio, the Leo, is not able to get those in there. He's laughing at my whatever language I was trying to speak.
I think it's Italian.
It's Italian?
I think so, yeah. You gotta add more bop the boopies in there, man. I think that's it. You're missing the bop the boopies. So
there's no camera on.
Dio.
I'm actually talking with my hands. You know what I'm saying? Like in true Italian fashion, the hand gestures are coming out. There we have it. I can see you. Yeah.
Let's go, Molten! 2-2. Take it home, baby.
Ties it up. Sky trying to get it out of there. Naru comes in. CBK. Oh my gosh. I haven't seen a whiff like that since I tried to do scratch and sniff stickers and they didn't work. You're just sitting there trying so hard and it goes nothing. And Molten was able to put it in there. But here we go. Tied up now. Final minute. All the pressure on FDL. Keep it from being a shutout if you're an FDL fan. Put some love in the chat. If you are a Turk fan, put some love in the chat to come back for srz, as once again FDL takes the quick turnaround lead and punishes a slight rotation. Is it the ping, or are they falling apart? What's going on?
Well, I think they just gotta get used to the ping. These guys are EU players. They always queue EU servers. Give them a match and they'll get used to it. If not, they'll just, fuck me, that was close. It won't take long for them to get used to. I think it should be a done deal by the end of the next match.
All right, well, there you have it. The great Turkster himself. Oh, pulling out a little bit of some showmanship there. Going for the clip, and it might give up the goal, and it does. Oh, man. He wanted to be fancy, and he still used the wrong fork in front of company, and it ended up looking so badly right here on stream. Everyone is pointing and laughing at what happened there. But you know what? It was a great attempt. It doesn't happen all the time. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and you also miss all that fancy stuff if you can't consistently hit it.
This is exactly what I meant earlier when I said sometimes at this rank, whoever got the basics down to the fullest is the one that's going to come on top. You saw Molten's shot. That's some flat shit, but it works. And here we go again with Naru. Nothing fancy. Drills it the fuck in. 5 seconds left. FDL, where you at, bro?
Oh man, I think they were right there in front of the goal. Yeah, you can see them in the replay. I mean, it's just like a family portrait. They're all there, you know, cars right next to each other for the photo shoot. But in the snap, you can see the ball going in. The final seconds ticking down. This is it. Can they be stopped? The clear comes out, and srz take it in game number 4. Congratulations, srz.turk. Your community has won 2 out of 3, taking the higher 2-1s. And I, at this point, have got to say, I'm looking forward to a rematch happening eventually. This has been amazing. What do you think of all the action you saw tonight?
Honestly expect the 3-0, so I'm a little bit bummed out by the champs. They know how ambitious I am. They know how hungry I am, how thirsty I can get. So I expected nothing less than a 3-0, but I'm still proud of all the teams that played. I just want to give a little extra shout out because he just stood out. Obviously, all the players matter, but Aslan's defense game in the second match was just incredible. Just big shout out to FDL, big shout out to srz. I think both communities should be proud by the sportsmanship and the level of match that were played tonight. This is amazing. Thank you, everyone.
Absolutely. Well said by Turk. Thank you, everyone, for coming out and watching this community clash. Hopefully, the first of many to come between srz and FDL. Thank you so much for joining us. I have been here with srz Turk himself on srz Turk channel. Be sure to check out, if you're from FDL, all of his merch, all of his streams, all of his content. Everything is in the chat. Dump it in there for your love. And if you're looking for a great twos league, join FDL right now at fdl.gg. Go to the forums, fill it out. We're choosing teams right now in the next week. So come on here and get some of that exciting action all. But thank you so much for having me on here. My name is Senpai. I've been here with srz Turk. Turk, say goodnight.
Good night, everyone. Thank y'all for being here. A quick little shout out to everyone working behind the scenes, and especially Robot, who got his fingers in every type of dish, bro. He did like the 99% of the work. Big shout out to Robot. Small shout out, but still a shout out to Rusty for managing all the matches and the lobbies. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Senpai, for being here with me. Thank you for FDL for having the show match with us. And obviously, last but not least, srz. You guys are fucking savages, just like I fucking told you guys. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend. And as I always say, don't do dumb shit, but be nice to one another, man. Have a good evening.